What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Hope everyone had a great Halloween. For those who celebrate, we are back here with our final rebuild of the week, as today we have the modern era again, the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers got off to a 3-0 start, but have since lost their last two. Let's go ahead and jump in and rebuild the Los Angeles Lakers, like I said, in NBA 2K25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. So when it comes to this rebuild today, this low-key might be two parts, and I've never really done that in a rebuild. But today, I want to simply focus on LeBron James, trying to get LeBron James one more ring. And then I feel like in the second part, we could continue, on Monday, we could continue off this same file and rebuild the Lakers post-LeBron James. Because obviously, he's only got a few more years left. So I think that'd be a cool idea. I've never really done it that way, but maybe we should start doing it like that. So like I said, for today's video, and then on Monday, potentially if you guys want to, we can, continue off this same file. I got to make sure not to delete it because I usually delete all the previous ones, but keep this going, and whatever moves we, make are going to determine what our future looks like. But of course, the same attitude, we still want to be aggressive and trying to get LeBron James one more championship. So if you guys want to see it like that, let me know down in the comments. But other than that, we got LeBron James, AD, D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt. As we know what the Lakers roster looks like. They just declined Jalen Hood-Schifino's fourth-year option or third-year option, I think. So he'll be an unrestricted free agent, which will be very interesting. Or maybe he's still restricted. I don't know for sure. But you got Koloko on a two-way, and I believe he's almost ready to return to play, which would be interesting for the Lakers. But, of course, to start this video, I think it only makes sense if we, get to the trade deadline. Because to me, if we're going to try to make things happen with LeBron, we can't waste any time. So at the trade deadline, the team has been in pursuit of some guys like Jeremy Grant's been a name. Kyle Kuzma has popped up. So at the trade deadline, I think that's where it all starts for us. We got to make a trade. We got to upgrade this roster because, it's solid, but I can't sit here and say it's good enough that, we'd win a championship if I went in with this roster right now. So we'll also rebuild the rotation to where I want it to be. So D'Lo, Reeves, Rui, Vanderbilt, Rui, LeBron, AD, Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, Christian Wood, Max Christie. So yeah, we definitely need to upgrade the bench quite a bit. It's a really bad bench, so there's a lot of work to be done, but in due time. And then we should get Dalton Connect some minutes as well, so I'll probably take out Christian Wood and put Dalton Connect in there if I had to guess. So yeah, I'll probably do something like that. All right, I'll see you guys probably the trade deadline to start the video, as I said. Today's video is brought to you by two softwares designed to help you beat the sports books and become a much profitable sports bettor. We're starting our daily grind Fantasy's Optimizer. So if you plan apps such as Prize Picks, Underdog, or any of these popular DFS apps, having a tool like this is insanely awesome to have to help you find good plays right in front of you without having to do little to no research. So as you can see, we have some value on the board right now. Now I will say the Jason Tatum under is pretty scary. He's been pretty solid to start the season, but the data favors Tatum to go under. And again, this doesn't mean this is 100% going to happen. None of these plays are 100% guaranteed. But what it does tell you is what the books are thinking. And as much as you think you know ball, the books know more. Trust me, they do. You got Miles Bridges under 24.5 PRA. Every single book has this at 23.5. Clearly an outlier here. You got Jalen McMillan on a football play under 3.5 receptions. You got Pinnacle on minus 135 or minus 129. DraftKings minus 135. You got Xavier Worthy under. You got Tatum under. So a lot of unders to be looking at right now. Well, like I said, we found these plays without having to do any research, just all right in front of us on Prize Picks. Also love OzGam's positive EV tool as well. Let's go look at this Kevin Huerter play over 11.5 points. As you can see, plus 115, even at rebet at minus 127. You got parlay play at minus 103 and DraftKings at plus 105. Not a ton of data points here, so I'd probably wait on playing this, but the market right now, you're getting a clear outlier. It wouldn't make any sense to bet this on DraftKings at plus 105. We can get it at plus 115 over at Fliff. Last but not least, make sure to check out Prize Picks as well. If you deposit if you play $5, get $50 instantly. So check out all those tools and check out Prize Picks. All links down in the description below. Use code Crushables on all of them. Of that, let's get back to the video. So we are 24-26 on the season right now, and that is just simply not good enough. We're the 10th seed in the West. We need to make upgrades, so here we are at the deadline. So we need to have a Rob Pelinka when that 1 year when he got like D'Lo, Beasley, and Mo Bamba at the deadline at the same time. It was a pretty good deadline. They got Rui that same deadline as well. I think it was like days before or like weeks before the deadline when they got Rui. But still, he made a, I have to give respect. Rob Pelinka really cooked at that deadline. We need to do that similar thing here. So I think it's easy to start with one of the forwards that I kind of mentioned at the beginning of the video. We can go get Jeremy Grant or we can go get Kyle Kuzma. To me, I think getting Kyle Kuzma would be the better option. Now, it would be funny, though, for the Lakers to trade back for Kyle Kuzma. Obviously, they traded him away, but still, the Wizards right now, they're rebuilding, and they're probably more wanting to be a tanking team. If they get into the playoffs, they're not going to go far. There is some other options here as well, but I think that's where I want to start, and that's not the only move I want to make. You also have Lauri Markkanen, which is interesting, but I don't think Utah's going to move on from him right there. LaMelo would be crazy if we were able to pull that off. That'd be pretty wild, but that's going to cost a lot to do. So I kind of want to, go for Kuzma, I think, to start this one. So we are going to try to see if we can get Wizards Kyle Kuzma. Maybe we can get another player off them as well, because we do have some salaries to match, because we need to upgrade our bench as well. So getting like Joval Brogdon actually wouldn't be a bad idea if we can get him as well. I don't know if we have that much money to make happen. Just making sure there's nobody else. Like maybe getting Sadiq Bey would be kind of cool as well. So yeah, we could look into that. So maybe we start with like getting Sadiq Bey, Kuzma, and yeah, that might be it. Like Brogdon would be great, but that might be a little too much money to try to pull off. I might try to make another trade with somebody else. So if I get Kuzma, Sadiq Bey off the Wizards, that would be great. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm gonna try. So we're gonna start with, it would be crazy to move Rui back to Washington, but that might be what we have to do. So Vanderbilt salary and Rui would get it done. So if we did Vanderbilt and Rui, or maybe even gave Vincent and we keep Rui out of it. Let's say we did, I guess, Jalen Hood-Schifino in this scenario, since he's probably not going to stay in Washington or in LA very long. And if not, we can remove Sadiq Bey out of the trade if needed. What if I did Anthony Gill? Okay, so we do have we do have an option here. So this is matching salary for both sides. Now, I do think I'm going to have to throw a first in here, obviously, to pull this off. But if I just offered this, they say no, obviously. I'll give you a first-round pick, 2026 first, and they don't agree. Okay, what if I threw all my seconds in here? And no. Okay, so that's not going to pull it off. 2 firsts for Kuzma seems a little rich. Is there anybody else? Like, I could throw Maxwell Lewis in here, but I don't think that's going to make a difference. So maybe we can't get Sadiq Bey. Then maybe we remove him, and we might need to remove, what? Do we need to remove? Say we remove, okay, so this trade's illegal. Let's put Gill back in there because we need him back in the trade for salary purposes. All right, so we're going to have to do, of course, what we were doing earlier, and that's going to be Jalen Hood-Schifino, which I think is fine. The Lakers would require $7 more million than allowed. Or, sorry, not Jalen Hood-Schifino. It would be Gabe Vincent, who I need back in this trade. Okay, so Gabe Vincent. Vanderbilt, first-round pick, Gabe Vincent for Kuzma. What do they say to that? And they agree. Okay, so we got Kyle Kuzma for 1 first. That feels good. And the one thing we can do with Kuzma is we move him to small forward. He goes up as well. So he'll be our starting small forward, which I absolutely love that. Okay, so that's a good start to me. That gives our, lineup a really nice, well-rounded rotation. Now, the bench needs upgraded. It's bad. Christie, where is he listed at right now, by the way? He is listed as shooting guard. I think if you move him to small forward, he will go up. So we move Christie to small forward. He'll go up, which I'll probably end up doing that to give us a little bit of a boost. So Rui is our 1 bench player, and he is playing small forward right now, but we could always move him to power forward if needed. So yeah, that's nice. But Rui also could be traded here still, not ruling that out. All right. So starting lineup looks good, unless if we do end up trading D'Lo, which with him an expiring contract might be an option. So I've done the Kuzma trade, but we need to do one more trade, in my opinion, to really bolster this roster for a deep run. All right, I think I found the perfect trade partner to upgrade our bench. I'm looking at the Hornets. Well, I could try for LaMelo Ball. Obviously, that would be really tough. Now, I've been sitting here for a while trying to figure out on where to go with trying to make a move. And I've settled on the Charlotte Hornets. Like I said, it took me a while to figure it out. But we have Trey Mann and Nick Richards. Gives us a backup center and a backup point guard, which I really like the idea of. Jalen Hood-Schifino is going to start this trade. We only need $5 more million in this trade, and that's going to have to require Christian Wood's contract in here. And also, we're going to throw in, I guess Christie's contract could be in here. I'm going to see if I can keep him out of it. And let's say we did Christian. Well, we have Hood-Schifino, Christian Wood, and then I guess Reddish maybe, but I don't know. We'll have to see if we could pull this off with that. We might have to throw, and then Seth Curry maybe. And no, that's not going to match. Sorry, 173K off. So I think, unfortunately, Max Christie has to be in this trade. So that really sucks because I would love to have kept him out of it. But is there anybody else I can get off of them? Like, would they throw me Nick Smith somehow? I don't know. I'm going to see. Like, I might be able to pull this off. So, there's Christian Wood and Max Christie for Richards, Trey Mann, and Nick Smith. And then I'll throw all 3 of my seconds at them. I don't know if they'd accept this, but I'm going to try. And they don't agree. So, they don't agree to that. Maybe we remove Nick Smith and just settle on this. So, like, we get Hood-Schifino and Max Christie for Richards and Trey Mann. I like this still. Let's see if we can do it for, like, 1 second attached. And they do agree. So, Nick Smith would have been an amazing pull. But I still like that a lot as well. So that is going to give us our new rotation. So Nick Richards is a nice addition in my opinion. Trey Mann is gonna be our new backup point guard. So now you got a rotation of D'Lo, Reeves, Kuzma, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Rui, Nick Richards, Trey Mann, and then Christian Wood is the last player getting minutes off the bench. But to me, those minutes go to Dalton Connect, and we should be good there. So that will be what our rotation looks like for the rest of the season. And we'll see if this ends up paying off. I really like what we're able to do at the deadline. Proficiency is a 4.5 pace and space under Redick. Took me a while to pull off that or find that Hornets trade, but I'm feeling good about it, and hopefully it pays off in the long run. Unfortunately, at the end of year number 1, we don't escape the play-in. In fact, we're the last seed in the plan, so we're gonna really have to dig ourselves out of a little hole here to get into the playoffs, and I'm hoping we can do just that. So we do get the Phoenix Suns in round 1. That'll be interesting to see how that goes. But here are your player stats. If I can get to the right thing, I clicked Y again, unfortunately. But he had 25 from LeBron, 22 from AD, and 19 from Kyle Kuzma, and 14 from D'Lo. So I think in these playoffs, I'm going to go to an 8-man rotation, and we're going to shrink our bench utilization down to 40. We really have to rely on our starters, in my opinion. Our bench isn't terrible, don't get me wrong. But yeah, we need to make sure we're locked in here because we cannot afford to lose a game at all here. So let's see if we can get into the playoffs. So let's simcast this Phoenix game. This is in Phoenix, so we got our work cut out for us here. But let's see if we can come out here and beat Durant, Booker, and the Suns. And this will be a very close play-in game right now, but we do have the lead at the moment. I'm just hoping to get in, but it is now a tie ball game here. Hopefully this swings our way, because if we lose, we just wasted a season, of course. And we have the lead right now, but like I said, it is as back and forth as can be. I usually never jump into a plan, but this is massive, man. We got to get LeBron James in the playoffs, and right now Phoenix has the ball, which doesn't feel good. We're down 2 right now, 128 to 130. Let's see what the Suns are going to do on this possession. So they're going to give it to Booker. We got Reeves guarding him. D-Book is going to go down low, and Richards is there for the nice defense, so love that. AD's got the rebound, and we're going to give it to Reeves, and Reeves is going to shoot a mid-range. Was not, would have been nice if he hit a 3, but he does tie it, so we'll take that, of course. All right, so it's a tie ball game. Devin Booker try to make something happen again, and Richards is there again. Nice defense by Nick Richards so far on this, so far as we've jumped in. And just a terrible pass by Anthony Davis. What are we doing, man? That just was a wasted possession. Tash Jones mid-range is going to hit it, and it looked like he tried to draw a foul. Didn't get it, but yeah, just a terrible pass by AD. Bad turnover all around. Now LeBron James needs to save us. All right. You got Grayson Allen guarding you. I mean, I know LeBron's not the same. Why are we settling for a mid-range there, bro? Bro, you have Grayson Allen of all people guarding you. Just attack at the rim, man. Booker draws a foul on AD. Dude, just disastrous. Like, AD throws a duck into the corner for Grayson Allen to steal, and then LeBron stops on a dime and shoots a mid-range over Grayson Allen. Bro, just attack the rim. What is Grayson Allen going to do? I mean, he might do something dirty, but still. I mean, like, come on, bro. We can't stop on that. So Durant's now out here. If he was out here before, I didn't notice. But LeBron's going to give it to D'Lo wide open. Does he hit it? He does not, of course. Why would he? Why would he hit that? So that would have made it a 1-point game. Instead, we find ourselves probably about to be eliminated from the play-in. Now, thankfully, we'll probably get at least one more seed with LeBron, unless if he decides to retire. But I do think, like I said, wouldn't surprise me at all if LeBron James did call it a career after this, because what a disastrous meltdown here. So we're probably going to lose. I mean, there's miracles that can happen, obviously, but I don't see us winning this. So Rui is in the game now. We needed that 3 from D'Lo. He didn't hit it. So D'Lo is about to get the ball, I think. Then they give it to AD in the corner. AD's got Nurk guarding him. AD settles for a mid-range. Bro, this is terrible. Like, what are we doing? All right, well, we lost, clearly. Let's just get to the offseason. Well, let's go ahead and see who wins the championship really quickly. I mean, even if we got in, we probably would have had to play Minnesota, which would have been really tough. But you got the Pacers and the Thunder, and it would have been it is the Thunder who go on to win it all. So LeBron James does not call it a career, so we're going to get at least 2 more seasons with him, which is good because I want to continue with him. But we got more work to do. I mean, I like what we did, to me, in my opinion. I really like what we pulled off. But you got no lottery pick for us, obviously, and we don't have a pick next year, and our pick is going somewhere else, I believe, this year, if I'm not mistaken. Unless it was a pick swap. Yeah, the Hawks have our pick. The Blazers get number 1, so shout out to the Blazers for that. Not going to fire Redick after 1 season, but you're on thin ice. Just kidding. But let's go look, if anything else. We have a 2nd-round pick from the Clippers. I don't think we'll be doing too much of anything there. Let's just go straight to player options. So, as far as player options, you got LeBron James declining. Anthony Gill, I mean, I'll accept it just in case we need him for, like, a trade or something. So Trey Mann and Christian Coloco, also free agent. And then one thing we'll have going for us is Don't Connect will progress. But yeah, so we got Trey Man, LeBron, and D'Lo as all free agents, which are all guys I want to bring back, obviously. So LeBron has no offers. I'm going to give him a 2-year deal and see if he wants. Actually, yeah, because it'll be this season. Yeah, 2-year deal because we can make him play one more season. So we're going to give him 2 years. And then D'Lo, I'm probably going to sign and trade D'Lo if I'm completely honest with you. So I'm going to give him a nice contract and probably sign and trade him away for something different. And then Trey Man, we're going to bring back as well. So that will be all great to bring back. So LeBron, D'Lo, and Trey Man all re-sign, which is good. Connect will progress. We do have money to sign another really solid player, which is good. All right, so let's go see what D'Lo can get me, and we'll experiment with whatever we get back in return. I feel like D'Lo is one of those players that could maybe fit in Orlando, and this is an interesting trade. So this is why I came with them first. Now, I knew I was asking for a lot by doing this, but I offered D'Lo for Isaac and Anthony Black. That was kind of what I was hoping to get, but as you can see, they counter with Rui and D'Lo in a first for KCP, Anthony Black, and Jonathan Isaac. To me, this is a no-brainer. We're going to do this trade. Now, KCP would be, great if he stayed the same overall. I'm not sure he will. Unfortunately, I don't think he will. But, man, this would be a great get. Maybe we can make it to where KCP does stay the same overall because he falls off way too hard. So maybe that we do that. So Isaac, Anthony Black, KCP, D'Lo, and Rui in a first for, yeah, because we're trading a first. Yeah, screw it. Let's do it. So the the Magic are going to get their perimeter guard and D'Lo to play with the Suggs. We get Anthony Black, KCP, and Isaac. This is, to me, a great trade. So we're going to do that. So that makes us, I think, Anthony Black, Trey Man. I'm hoping Anthony Black develops enough to where he could be the starter. But if he doesn't, and then KCP has off the bench is going to be awesome. But if he doesn't, we can move things around if needed, which we'll look at that if we need to. And then Isaac is a nice little power forward to have off the bench. Yeah, I really like that trade. And that might be the only thing we do. So to make sure KCP doesn't regress, because I do really want him to be a huge part of this video since we just got him, I'm going to make it to where his peak end age is a little bit higher. So that way he doesn't go up or go down like crazy, because I really want to see him play well with us and I want him to be a part of the rotation. So player progression. Now he might still go down. I don't know, but he is staying the same, which is all I wanted. You do have LeBron and AD regressing, which sucks, but to be expected, I guess. Anthony Black, 78. So he does go up, but I'm not sure if that's enough for me to confidently start him. We'll see. I could run with it. I mean, again, at the end of the day, 2K loves your young players, and maybe we can give Anthony Black a massive role. That could change a lot. You got Bronny James developing down here as well. But to me, this rotation gives LeBron James a chance, and that's all you're asking for at this point. We trade D'Lo, we get Anthony Black, Isaac, and KCP instead in the building. That really bolsters our bench. Our rotation is so balanced. We do have to cut a couple guys, and Anthony Gill is probably going to be at the top of that list. So Anthony Gill, and then, yeah, this guy can go. Well, actually, he's the one that was smiling, right, in that low. So we can cut Traore, and we can cut, I guess, yeah, Anthony Gill can go too. So we'll release Anthony Gill. All right, so that will be our cuts, and now we can get into year 2. So far to me, I think we've made great trades, which I like. Now, we have traded 2 first to do them. And I think that will be it. And I think I just loaded the wrong draft class. I already skipped to 2028. What am I doing, bro? We are not even close to 2028. So I'm going to fix that. And if you're wondering how to fix that, you just do it like that. But let's load the correct draft class. We're only about to be in 2026. That first season took forever because I struggled with the deadline to do something. But our pick will be going somewhere else. So this is going to be your rotation if we run 9-man. So it's Anthony Black, Austin Reeves, Kuzma, LeBron, AD, KCP, Jonathan Isaac, Trey Man, and Nick Richards. So that does leave Connect out of the rotation, which, let's go 10-man to get him in there. So we'll run with this. We'll see how this season goes. And I'm hoping things go a lot better. I really feel like they will, but I guess we'll see in due time. Let's simulate this second season, and let's see how this Lakers squad does now that we've made the move for trading D'Lo out of here. So at the end of the season, Halliburton's your MVP, Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year in Portland, Ahmed 6th man, Victor Wembanyama Defensive Player, Bones Highland Most Improved, and Cade Cunningham is your Clutch Player, and Chris Finch is your Coach of the Year, and Nathan Mack is your Executive. So it's all stuff there. Now, we had a lot better of a season. We're in the playoffs, and honestly, at one point, we were like 10 games over 500, but we're still in the play-in. So I think it was a very competitive Western Conference, so that will be interesting to kind of balance out. But yeah, AD, all defensive second team, which is great. But we are the 5th seed going up against the Dallas Mavericks. So here are your player stats. You had 21.5 from LeBron, 19 from Anthony Davis, and 19 from Kuzma, 12 from Reeves, 11 from Terrence Mann, 7 from Dalton Connect, and 7 from KCP, 7 from Anthony Black, and 7 from Isaac. So take a look at the rotation. I do think we'll shrink this down to a 9 rotation. So it got Anthony Black kicked out as a starter, which is interesting. So Trey Man is starting, which is fine if needed. But as I mentioned, we'll hopefully have a good little playoff run here. We do get the Mavericks, like I said, which is going to be tough, but here goes nothing. You got to get through the best to go win a championship. So LeBron James very aware of that. All right, so we'll see how this goes. Game 1 goes to them. Okay, game 2 goes to them. So far we're down 2-0. So unfortunately, this isn't working thus far. They want to put Anthony Black back in. So now let's go to game 3 and see if we can even this series up in LA, or we're going to go down 3-0 to Dallas. It is Luka Doncic, so it is to be expected a little bit. But we have, okay, so we're going to lose. We're down 3-0 in the first round. So maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Getting LeBron James a ring just wasn't going to happen. But we're going to see if we can get out of this hole regardless. It looks like we're going to win at least one. So we won one game, but that was very close, of course. All right, so let's see if we can even this series up. We're still 2 games away, but I don't think we're beating Dallas regardless, unless we get another close one here, but we're going to lose. So we're going to lose in 5. No, a gentleman's sweep, unfortunately. We're done for there. Yeah, Minnesota and Dallas and San Antonio, Dallas in the conference finals, and the Spurs go on to win it all. So, one more season, LeBron James. You're unable to overturn this player's decision to retire. You've already decided to give LeBron James a farewell tour. Well, I didn't really decide that because I always turn that crap off. But, wow, I didn't even know that was a rule in 2K. Very interesting. So you can't give LeBron James a farewell tour you can't override his retirement one time because of a farewell tour. Pretty goofy, but all right. I guess I can understand. I'm going to try to bring him back for one more year. And you guys know how we do that. So, this guy, well, how much is he making right now, or how much was he going to make? I think he was going to make like 50 or 55.8 million. So one of you is about to become LeBron. Just saying, man, you're going to have to become LeBron James here. So use NBA player, and we can go get LeBron James back on this team for one more final run. So there you go. That looks good. Contract, let's make it to where, obviously, there we go. It's not even gonna be close to what it was supposed to. I mean, it's somewhat close, but not exactly how much, but still, that's fine. So LeBron James, there you go. 41 years old. I can't even make him 41, but he's back. All right, so now obviously LeBron James is gone. He will be inducted to the Hall of Fame immediately, but he's still playing. All right, lottery time. Obviously our pick is going elsewhere, but we didn't give up a crazy lottery pick. It's going 24 to the Wizards. So one final season with LeBron James. So we got to put all the stops here. And low-key, I am considering, I think he's under contract still. Yeah, I am low-key considering trading Anthony Davis. I don't know why. I just feel like that might be the best thing to do. So if I did throw him in, no offers yet. So we can't get anything right now. But let's go to player options. So you got Austin Reeves. We got KCP accepting Black and Connect. We'll accept all of these, and we'll try to bring back Davis Caldwell Pope. So let's go look in free agency. We got Nick Richards, Austin Reeves, and then KCP doesn't say we have his bird rights, which hopefully we can bring him back, but maybe we can't. Maybe we just simply can't bring him back. So as my alarm is going off, so let me grab that, and then we'll see if we can get KCP back. Oh, wait, KCP accepted his player option. Why did I think he declined it? I have no idea. I'm tripping. So he accepted that. I thought he declined it for some reason, but all right. So we've made our offers in free agency on Reeves and Nick Richards to bring them back. So that's done. So we bring them back, and now, as I mentioned, it's time to see if Anthony Davis can get me something, because I'm just going to experiment and make things happen. So AD, we got Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen being offered to me, which would be just absolutely mind-boggling if we did this. This is obviously the most probably unrealistic trade I've ever seen, but man, would this be crazy if we pulled this off. I just can't in good faith do this. This doesn't make any sense for the Cavs to do something like that. Bam Adebayo and Boogie Fland. Okay, so Bam is interesting, but I don't really know how much better that would really make us. LaMelo Ball and Anthony Black for Mark Williams and okay. But again, I don't know why the Charlotte Hornets would do that. So I don't know if there is a realistic trade for AD. Sacramento, we trade AD and LeBron for Fox and Sabonis. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Cat and Mikal. Okay, this one could be interesting because obviously maybe the Knicks can't pull it off with Cat. I don't think they've won a championship in this video, at least not to my knowledge. And they get AD in New York with Brunson and Josh Hart. We get Mikal and Karl-Anthony Towns back in return. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Cat's not the best, defender, obviously, but maybe we do it. Maybe it's the best scenario we can pull off because, I don't know. Do we just keep AD instead? Good question. D Book and Nurk would be wild, but Below and Trey Johnson, Wizards aren't doing that. So to me, Ingram and Murray is interesting as well, but that really leaves us with a hole at the center position. I don't think Ingram is a great fit off of LeBron, obviously, as we saw. And then Claxton, Nolan Traore is interesting because this man takes a massive jump in getting Claxton. But again, why do the Nets want AD? I don't know. So to me, this is the only trade that makes any sense at all. So we did this. We get Mikal, we get Cat. I think we do this. I think we have to try something here. So we're going to do this trade. We're going to get Karl-Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges from the Knicks, trading Anthony Davis away. We got to change something up, and this is what we're doing. So Cat and Mikal, welcome to the Lake Show, my friends. So that is going to be our brand new squad. So now we have Mikal probably about to start shooting guard, or we can move Cat to center, which I'm kind of hoping, and I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm kind of hoping that I could trade for a new center. That's my hope right now, because I do want to continue to play Cat at the 4 and we move LeBron to the 3. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It might be a little weird. We might have to do something crazy, but I think we can do something. But I want to continue to play Cat power forward because obviously defensively, not the best. So I'm going to see if KCP and, something, or maybe like Dalton Connect can get me something out there for a center. Think about right now with this trade is the Thanos meme. What did it cost? Everything. And as you can see, why it costs everything is you got Bronny James Jr. in this trade. I obviously can't do this, but Jarrett Allen is being offered to me. So let me remove. So KCP and Dalton Connect for Jarrett Allen. Does that make sense for Cleveland to do? I mean, eventually they're going to move on from one of those guys, I would think, and Mobley plays full-time 5. So if they want to do this, I'm not going to stop them. So what if I threw Maxwell Lewis in here instead? And so KCP connects Maxwell Lewis. And let's just see if they do this. They want a first. They'll give me Jalen Tyson. Sure, we get Jarrett Allen. I mean, that's pretty solid. We're getting KCP and Connect out of here for Jarrett Allen. Yeah, sign me up. So this is our all-in roster on LeBron James. So now we're going to have to move things around, but I do kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to play LeBron at point guard, weirdly enough. And then Mikal is going to slide to shooting guard, and Reeves will come off the bench. Or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But it's going to be weird. Let me figure out this rotation, and I'll show you the final rotation for the final season. But Cat and Jarrett Allen the same offseason is pretty fun. And I think we did it. I don't think it was the most unrealistic thing ever either. That feels good as well. But let me fix the rotation on how I think it would make sense. We have clearly gone all in LeBron. So if this doesn't work, then you can't say it's not from a lack of trying. So the final rotation for LeBron James is this. LeBron James is going to be playing point guard this season. I should change his number, but they probably retired it anyway. But so whatever, it's fine. LeBron James, Mikal, Anthony Black, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Jarrett Allen. With Kyle Kuzma off the bench, interesting. Jalen Tyson, Austin Reeves, and Trey Mann. So that is your rotation. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully, actually, I would like to get Richards in there, I think, over Trey Mann, unfortunately. So just getting back up 5 minutes, I think, is a little bit more important. So we'll do that. And I'll see you guys at the end of this final season of part 1 of this Lakers rebuild. Part 2 will be on Monday with the post-LeBron James era. So in this final season, it only leads us to the 5th seed, I believe. So don't know if this is really going to be a deep run, but hopefully it will. Here were your player stats. You had 24, 7, and 9 from LeBron, 17 from Cat, 16, 16. It's kind of a collective unit, but to me, like I said, this is the squad you'd want to go win a championship. And if it doesn't, then simply it just wasn't meant to be. So, you have the Golden State Warriors in round 1, who no longer have Stephen Curry. So, to me, we have no business losing to an old Jimmy Butler. But you never know. And we will beat... All right, well, I did all of that just to lose in round 1. I didn't even get on round 1 today with the Lakers. Okay, well, I'm going to end it there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I guess we can see who wins the championship. So, clearly... winning with LeBron James was not meant to be. We tried. It did not work. Anthony Edwards, your Finals MVP. We will continue off the same file with LeBron James. I'm assuming calling it a career, and he does. So he is gone for good. And we can start the next video. If you guys want to see it like this. Yeah, so we'll see. Maybe in the very first season without LeBron, we'll win a championship. Thank you guys for watching. I'm in it there. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.